Hey guys, Canoopsy here, and this is the Moto X Play, a mid-range smartphone with a pretty affordable price that performs, acts, and looks like a flagship device. With flagship level features and design, this may be one of the best Android smartphones of 2015 so far. Taking a look at the design, the phone looks very similar to the Moto X Pure Edition and previous Motorola devices. At the front of the phone you can find the 1080p 5.5-inch display with 403 pixels per inch that looks really great. Absolutely beautiful colors and viewing angles, and it can get very bright or dim, and for a phone with a 5.5-inch display, it even has a much smaller footprint than the iPhone 6 Plus, so it won't feel so big in the hand or pocket. Above the display is the ear speaker and front-facing 5-megapixel camera, and below you can find the front-firing speaker, which does get very loud. On our roads, and most interestingly, on our wrists and in our hands. It's exploding into every aspect of our lives and changing the world around us. At the top of the phone you can find the 3.5mm headphone jack and SIM card tray, which also doubles as a tray for micro SD cards. At the bottom there's a micro USB port, and the right side has both a volume rocker and a textured power button. Both of these buttons feel great, but the click really isn't the best and they do rattle a little bit. At the back there's a microphone, the 21-megapixel camera, dual LED flash, and the signature Motorola dimple. The phone is also water resistant, so it can withstand light rain or splashes of water. However, it is not waterproof like the Moto G 2015. The back cover of the phone is also removable, so you can swap it out for different colors, but the battery is built in. For specs, the phone has a quad-core Qualcomm Snapdragon 615 processor, the Adreno 405 GPU, 2GB of RAM, 16 or 32GB of storage, and a massive 3630 mAh battery. Motorola says the battery can last about 2 days in a single charge, and this is definitely true. During my testing I used the device pretty heavily, and I always had enough juice for a second day. Motorola also offers turbo power, which gives you 15 hours of power with just minutes of charging with the included turbo power charger, and it's definitely a great feature if you have to top up your battery. The software of this phone is pretty much stock Android Lollipop 5.1.1, and it will probably be one of the first phones to receive Android Marshmallow when it comes out. The phone performs at a flagship level with this version of Android, with quick app loading times and pretty much no real delay for anything. The only additions to the software that Motorola has added are the Migrate, Moto, and Connect apps, as well as a few simple but useful software features like Moto Assist and voice dictation.
Hey Moto, Canoopsy here. What is the weather in Toronto?
It's 20 degrees and cloudy in Toronto.
You can also twist the phone to launch the camera, and when the display is off you can pick up the phone and it will show you an active display. This is how Android software should be. Few additions and a very smooth experience. Lastly, one of the most impressive parts of this phone is the 21-megapixel camera, not just for its megapixel count, but its amazing performance. Besides the awkward camera app that you have to touch to snap a picture, the overall camera experience is fantastic. Pictures are amazingly sharp, crisp, and detailed, but can be a bit blurry if you're not completely still. Video at 1080p and 30fps is also great with a solid focus on your subject or scene and amazing overall crispiness. All of these factors combined make this one of the best Android smartphone cameras that I have ever used. To conclude, the Moto X Play is a fantastic phone. It has an awesome solid design, good specs, clean software, and a great camera. Amazingly, this phone only costs $420 Canadian or about $318 US unlocked. But sadly, this phone isn't available in the US, which is pretty much its only major downside. The US is set to get a revamped version of the Moto X Play to be called the Droid Turbo, but it probably will end up being a carrier exclusive. So if you're outside of the US in places like Canada or the UK, or you can import the phone to the US, you will have one of the best Android smartphones at a great affordable price. Speaking of awesome smartphones, your security is also pretty awesome too, and that's why you should check out TELUS Wise. TELUS Wise is a place where you can learn more about having a safer time online and security in a digital world. The link will be in the description down below. Also down below you can find a link to purchase the Moto X Play from TELUS. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, comment your thoughts on the Moto X Play, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for watching.